another day in the books to be able to do something that you want to do. Like, I feel absolutely, I feel so fortunate to just wake up every day and be able to be in my mind and what am I going to think about today? What do I want to do today? What is my mind going to push me to think about? It's like everyone on this earth is like insecure about themselves. It's so funny. I think it's very entertaining. You're always questioning your every move, and it's just like you questioning yourself can really limit what you're gonna do as well. It's like, yeah, I find it very funny. Like if you want to do something, right? I just want to record some videos and post it. If you really want to do that, like why aren't you? What are you scared of? What's gonna happen in your life if you don't take that step? Like for me, for example, I will just say this. When I was younger, I used to post videos. Like not that many. Like I used to post a couple and I'm like, yeah, I was really happy. Oh, that felt really good to post that. And then the people at my school, and this is kind of directly their fault, but also it's my fault to, take it into my own hands and deal with it. But I'd post them, and then all of a sudden, like, they would just mock them, mock my videos, take the piss, and that's all they were. They were just taking the piss out of them. And but to me, in that young state of mind, I thought that they were like attacking me. And it was like, what are they doing? What are they doing? They're just like mocking something that I really want to do. There was a couple supporters, but then I'm like, fuck this. They were just like putting my videos up in classrooms with people that I don't even interact with, like, and it just really limited my mind and really pushed me to the edge of being like, fuck this, maybe this isn't for me. And like, I deleted all my videos. Well, I didn't delete them, they're still there. I just took them all off so that no one could see them anymore. But you get people like that who you think are your friends, and they'll laugh at you behind your back, or they'll take the piss out of something you want to do because you're not conforming to the normal lives like they live. And it's just like it's just a thing that people seem to naturally do. It's almost like it's indoctrinated into us to, like tall poppy syndrome, right? So poppies all grow at the same height, but if sometimes you get that one like that outlier that grows up, what happens is you cut it down and you keep it all at the same level, so they're all uniform, they stay the same. Like, oh, you hear that? Far out. I need to check this power steering pump. But yeah, tall poppy syndrome, that's what it feels like. It's not like I was going to be some big time thing or anything like that. It's just something I wanted to try. I was like 16 years old. I'm like, I really want to do this. Every time I watch a video, I'm always like, come on, let's do it. I can do that. And then you get to it, and then you're like, oh, and then you produce something that's not up to your standard, and you're not that happy with it, and you post it anyways, and then he just gets mocked, and then you really feel like, oh, maybe I'm not cut out for this. And then there you go, like nearly 8 years later, you don't post a single thing until the other day. It's like, don't let people like that knock you down a peg or two. Like, if you want to be different, if you don't want to conform, don't. Who's telling you have to be this way? Like, you have to do certain things. A lot of the best ideas came from silly ones. Like, like the first YouTubers, they just were posting videos because they thought it was funny. So they thought other people would find what they found funny because we're actually not that much different from each other, right? I have something similar to talk about with everyone I've ever interacted with in my life. Like, we're not that much different. We have different ideologies, but experience is all the same. Experience is all the same, no matter what it is. There's going to be some form of consistency, and you'll be able to start a conversation with anyone. You'll be able to interact with people, and social interaction is so important. Maybe that's just me because I'm an introvert. No, not introvert. I'm an extrovert. Every time I speak to an introvert, they're always like, "Yeah, but that's just you. That's just you. That's just you." Like, but then you get them in a room with people, and then they start to get comfortable, and they open up as if they're an extrovert. It's like, I think introverts just takes them a bit longer to feed off that energy, whereas an extrovert is more likely to go out of his way to find that energy. But an introvert doesn't, you know, not like that energy. It might tire them a bit quicker, but, you know, man, I'm friends with heaps of introverts. I'm pretty sure I'm only friends with one extrovert, which is crazy. Getting the community back together, you know, people actually interacting, and like whenever I'm around these days with my phone and I'm around people, all I want to do is put it back in my pocket and just start talking. It's like whenever I talk to my parents and they talk to me about when they were my age and what they used to do, and it sounded like a much more simple time. Like you'd see someone, you think they look, let's just use a girl as an example, you think they look pretty. You just have the balls to go and say something to her. Like, instead of looking at your phone, oh yeah, I'll just look at her, like peep at her, oh yeah, she's hot, then you tell your mates about her before. I was like, what's the point? May as well speak to her. Same with another guy. If you're like, if you see someone in the gym and you're like, fuck, he's doing really good, like he's doing a mad lift, why don't you just tell him, hey man, good job, like fuck yeah. I saw someone doing a 100 kilo bench, well, it looks like it was one of his first times the other day, and he did it, and I was like, good on you, man, like good shit. Maybe that's just because that's all I'd want to hear. I'm trying to be the difference in this world that I want to see. Like, just bring people back together and not away, and living on social media and hooked on their phones. And sharing memes is awesome and all, but what benefit do they have after a couple laughs? Oh yeah, man, there's some funny motherfuckers on the internet. Let's say that. But a couple laughs is just a big distraction, and that's a lot of the things in this world. It's just a big distraction. But remember, every day is an opportunity. You know, I appreciate the things I used to do when I was a little bit younger, like how simple it was just to get in my car and be like, hey mate, you want to come for a drive with Goldie just cause? And you just talk and you have your D&Ms, and just that social connection with people is like, yeah, maybe that's what makes me a little bit different too. Like, you know, that's how you know you're an extrovert. Oh yeah, that noise, bro. Fucking, I need to check that shit out. Look at that. The sun is getting right into that. Is that the sun or is that just my screen? Well, I'm going to go and take some stuff back to the shops and go get a mad air fryer. You know, cook up some chips. You find that funny? Like every ad, you got to point it out to me the other day. Every ad for an air fryer, you see it full of fucking chips. It's like, oh yeah, look how many chips you can put in it. It's like, fuck, bro, look at the chips. Oh, I'll show you in the catalogue. It's so funny.